I feel like through Project Rise, I was capable to not only learn the skills but learn how to manage the skills, because sometimes we learn a lot but we don't know what to do with what we learn, and then it just goes in vain.
Hey, what's up? It's Steve. Stop consuming so you can escape. Create so you can be happy. Don't you want to be happy? Welcome to the Daily Rise show. I'm your host, Steve Winter. So I'm here today with Myoga. You're from South Africa, and tell me about yourself.
Thank you so much. As I've been introduced, I'm Myoga. I am in South Africa, but I'm originally from the DRC. I've been here for, I think, more than 10 years now. And I have been part of Project Rise after I did my Bachelor's of Commercial Law and I did my honors in finance. When I joined Project Rise, I did data management, which came with a lot of skills. So I feel very equipped after that to pretty much go in any field that I'm interested in, because I feel like today so many fields require technological skills and administrative skills as well, which I feel I'm well equipped with. Yeah.
You're living in South Africa and you're surrounded with young people. What would you say, in your opinion, is the number one problem young people are struggling with in school, outside of school, at this particular age of in their 20s or so? What are they struggling with?
Relevant skills, so to say. For instance, those in school, many of them study what interests them when they are applying, for instance. So there could be a bunch of degrees that a university could be offering or a college could be offering, and they would be like, oh, this is interesting, I like this, I see myself doing this, but in reality it's not relevant anymore. Maybe that field has been merged with another field, or it requires so much, like a higher level of education for you to be able to work in that certain field. For instance, psychology. There's a friend doing psychology, and after her bachelor's, she couldn't get a job. So they told her she had to do a master's degree while doing community service for free before she can fully start working. So it's lack of relevant skills that is killing quite a lot of people. And even those that are not studying are not able to really do anything because everything is online and they may not have the knowledge for online work. Or that's what's really affecting our youth here in South Africa.
How are they supporting themselves financially when they're in school and they have to, for example, be told to go again and do more studying? How are they supporting themselves?
For South African, it's a bit easier, although not really. It's a bit easier because they have something. It's like a loan from the government. It's called NSFAS, where they receive that loan that cover their school fees, books, accommodation, food. So many of them rely on that to be able to support themselves. Some do go out and actually get part-time employment that they can support themselves while they're studying. But many of the youth who are studying rely on that, either that or family who support them. So that's how it works. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You are part of a group of people who work voluntarily for an organization that's doing really great work. How do you feel you're managing that with balancing your life? You're newly blessed. You have a newborn. How do you manage that with finances and your time? Is it a struggle?
Before, I should say, because I started doing that even before I was married and before I gave birth. So before it was a bit easier because it was just me. Now it's quite tricky because you have to split your attention between so many things and you have to think like grown-ups, and I still believe I'm not a grown-up yet. So it's a bit of it's a difficult thing, but it's manageable. So one thing that I struggle with could be time management. And yeah, in terms of finance, sometimes it's difficult because you would like to do, but you may lack the finances to purchase things that could support you. For instance, data, for instance, fixing broken technical equipment, things like that. So that's a bit of a struggle for now that I can say I am facing that with time management. Yeah. You want to do everything. You want to help at the same time. You don't want to be like, no, now maybe because finances are hard, I don't want to contribute anymore. You don't want that to be the reason why you do not want to help. But
Yeah.
situation sometimes is hard. So you find yourself saying, okay, I would like to help, but at the same time, you're planning, I want to work and trying to see how you're going to manage all of that. So I think I'm in that situation right
Yeah.
now.
I'm curious if Project Rise has brought any hope to that situation.
Yes, it has. Since things are online, I can actually maybe start looking for employment that I could do online while at the same time assisting. Even though I'm not at the top level yet, but with what I know, I can be self-employed and I can be able to do my best to produce quality work for people who either employ me or for like my clients, for instance.
If you can like if you can magically change the system that we are currently in with volunteering and balancing work life and family, how could you change it and make it better?
I would like to say make it easier, but nothing easy lasts. So how could I make it better? I just think a better management system would make everything better. I mean, if everything is managed in order, everything is done accordingly, then things would be easier. It's because sometimes there's lack of proper management here and there, something may be lacking, and then it throws us off. So yeah, in my opinion, I think better management will really assist, will go a long way.
What's your plans?
My plans right now I want to work for any financial company. I don't mind which one, for the sake of experience, because I do see myself being an entrepreneur at some point for the purpose of mostly helping young people in the finance field. Besides that, I'm also going into the direction of data management. It's quite an interesting field. But outside of working, my dream is to own an orphanage. I don't know. I've always been attracted to owning an orphanage where I can assist the underprivileged. I love children. So going in that direction is also something I want to do. Yeah.